travelers, big news in the world of all-inclusives today. We're a couple days late with this actually because we were just at Sandals' 17th resort, and while we were there, they announced their 18th resort, Sandals Saint Vincent, coming March 27th of 2024.
We are so excited. This is gonna be the first Sandals resort on the island of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, and it just looks so spectacular.
We just put up a video today actually reviewing Sandals Dunn's River, and in that video we talked about how Sandals is really going in a new direction stylistically with their resorts, and Saint Vincent really continues on that trend.
In this video, we're gonna talk about everything we know about this new resort. It's gonna be short and to the point, so let's get into it.
First thing we know about Sandals Saint Vincent is the opening date, like we just mentioned, March 27th of 2024, which is about 6 months away.
I was so surprised that it was gonna be that soon.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we know is that they did buy an existing resort, but from what we can tell, they kept very little of it. It seems that they've kept some sort of, Sandals Rondeval-ish type rooms, and then the rest seems that they have fully built it from the ground up, which is really exciting because some of the, I don't want to say complaints, but some of the other recently opened Sandals resorts, Dunn's River included, Curacao, has been that they've purchased a property, done some renovations, maybe perhaps added a few new buildings, but this is really mostly from scratch, which is really exciting.
And this is based on what we could tell in comparing the concept art to images of the old resort and like Google Earth. Overall, looks to be a beautiful property.
From the concept art, it also looks like there is a over-the-water wedding chapel as well, so this would be another great option for a destination wedding. Sandals does offer free weddings if you stay 3 nights or longer, in case you didn't know. But another great thing to note is that, by the way, I am a Sandals travel agent. So if you are interested in traveling to Saint Vincent or any of the other Sandals properties, I would love to help you with that. It is completely free to work with a travel agent. So if you'd like some no obligation quotes for Saint Vincent or any of the other properties, please send me an email. I'll put my email address in the video description below. But for the next couple of weeks, there are some special promotions for Saint Vincent, so would love to get you started on that.
The next thing we know is about transportation. Out of the other countries that Sandals currently has resorts at, Saint Vincent is the most remote in terms of flights currently going to the island. And that's really a big reason why Sandals is building a resort here, because it's really gonna be great for the country. It's gonna create a lot of jobs and just really help the Saint Vincent economy. So what we know about flights is that American Airlines will be flying direct out of Miami and Air Canada will be flying direct out of Toronto. However, there are options for other flights to add direct routes in the future.
Right, so when we were at Sandals Dunn's River last week, at the Sandals Select dinner, we did overhear Gary Sadler, who's Sandals SVP. He did mention, he did not confirm, things are definitely still in the works, but they are having conversations with JetBlue for potential nonstop flight out of JFK. So there are some side conversations happening to potentially work with other airlines to get some other nonstop flights, which we would love one out of JFK. Maybe someday something out of Boston would be even better. Hopefully that Sandals opening up a resort on this island is gonna lead to other airlines making more direct flights there and just overall help the island in general, which is awesome.
Yeah, Curacao is a perfect example. Sandals Royal Curacao opened a little over a year ago, and just recently Delta announced nonstop flights from Atlanta, which is their main hub, going direct to Curacao. As Sandals continues to show benefit to these islands, the more airlines will obviously want to fly there.
We also know that there's gonna be 12 dining concepts at this resort.
What would an all-inclusive be without the dining?
And right off the bat, we recognized at least 5 of them. So Gatsu we've seen at Sandals Royal Curacao. We just saw Isola Pizzeria at Sandals Dunn's River. Butch's Island Chop House has been at several, but definitely we've seen at Sandals Royal Barbados. Bloom Coffee Shop was a new offering at Sandals Dunn's River as well.
That's a great new concept.
We absolutely loved that. Jerk Shack was at a lot of Sandals, always a classic. But a lot of these seem to be new, but what really stuck out was a family style restaurant, which is new, a Green Bowls.
So like a health wellness, focused
and
restaurant.
love seeing a rum bar. So definitely a nice, diverse dining offering at the resort for sure.
Big fan of the rum bar. You'll hear about it in our Dunn's River review and see it in the resort tour coming out later this week about how much we love Dunn's Rum Club at Dunn's River. So really happy to see Sandals moving forward with this concept. Now, in terms of Sandals Saint Vincent's location on the island, it is taking the place of the Bucamint Bay Resort, like we mentioned a little earlier, and that is on the west side of the island, about a 45-minute drive from Argyle International Airport, so not too far. We just got back from Dunn's River, like we mentioned. That was an hour and a half each way, so in the world of Sandals, not too far from the airport, which is great.
It's the same drive that we had to get to Curacao.
Yeah.
Now, the other really noticeable thing about this resort are the room categories. So this resort has 15 room categories, and it's pretty clear that the majority are very much like one of a kind.
Yeah.
Very different than what we've seen at a lot of resorts, and very, very bougie.
If I'm guessing, Sandals intentionally is having this be even more luxurious than some of their other properties, given the remote location on St. Vincent for the most part, just because there's not a lot of luxury in club rooms.
Yes, very few, and even just, being that we were at a Sandals when this was announced and we were chatting with a lot of the other guests, these rooms are honestly very pricey. So even speaking with some of the other guests, they were saying, we may not be able to afford our usual club level room. We may not be able to even afford the resort altogether, or we may have to do less nights than what we're used to. So it's definitely in a different level than what some of the other resorts are.
But all the more reason to have a travel agent help you with your booking so you could work on finding the best deals and work kind of through some of those scenarios so it could fit within your budget.
And another reason to book, if you are at all thinking that you want to go, a reason to book now, especially if you're thinking of booking a 7-night trip, you can save $1,000 right now. So a very good reason to book sooner rather than later. But getting back to the rooms, a lot of them are kind of brand new concepts. 2 of the rooms really stuck out to me, one of them being an over-the-water 2-story villa, which is pretty insane. But some rooms also come with an in-suite fitness room, which is new. So Sandals are calling these the perfect way to indulge in both luxury and wellness, featuring a separate exercise room with workout equipment. So a really interesting addition to their room offerings.
Yeah, I mean, health and wellness is very top of mind for a lot of just regular people and travelers. They want to make sure they're able to keep up routines and regimens while they're away. So, when we were talking about dining, they have that kind of like green bowl focused restaurant. And now we see these in the accommodations too. So I think it's a good move by Sandals.
And even in Barbados, they had added those 2 new healthy restaurants when they did the updates there. So they're, shifting a little bit to cater to those who want a little more balance on their vacations.
Overall, we're really excited for Sandals Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. Sandals has been on a resort opening spree of the last couple of years post-COVID. They opened Sandals Royal Curacao in 2022, Sandals Dunn's River this year. In 2024, it will be Sandals Saint Vincent. Beaches Runaway Bay will be opening in Jamaica in 2025, and Sandals Royal Dunn's River probably in the 2026-2027 time frame. So the next 5 years are looking pretty great for Sandals, and we're excited to cover it all.
But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media at A Couple Travelers.
And until next time, keep traveling.